Hey guys, it's Myella. Welcome back to Myella's Movie Talk. No proper intro. Because, oh my god, these updates are coming and they're coming fast. Pause. The amount of videos I'm gonna have to make on this. Whoo, we're getting updates by the millisecond. I can't even sleep without them being like, they announced this. I get up and I can't. This week's gonna be a week. So, yeah. This is my CinemaCon 2025 coverage. I wish I was there, but I'm not, so this will have to do. Let's get into it. This episode will focus on the Sony panel, and I gotta say, there is a lot of crazy stuff that we got updated on. Some stuff I'll go over, skim through it, because, they didn't reveal everything, but some stuff that they revealed quite a bit. So let's get into it. First, we have behind the scenes. They showed a behind the scenes look at the film Anaconda, which I think is like a sequel or a reboot. Either way, I did not watch the previous films. I just know that Jack Black and Paul Rudd are in this, and that is the duo of all time. They just gave us a generational team. So I'm probably gonna catch up on those films and watch this when it comes out, which I believe is December, around Christmas or on Christmas is when this film drops. So imagine, or is this rated R? Because I was going to say, take your family to watch the movie about the giant snake. Yeah, maybe don't do that. Next, we have an update on 28 Years Later. Guys, this is one of my most anticipated films of the year. I think I might need to say this again. I don't know if I said it before, but thank you so much for all the views on the reaction and the slight commentary. That's just really cool. I'm very excited for this, and they dropped the trailer for these people. They get to see the trailer. We can't see the trailer. Maybe the next trailer I react to for this film will be the one that they show there, but for now, we get no trailer. They did give us images, and we will have to work with that for now. Then they confirmed that Cillian Murphy is returning for the trilogy, and that you may have to wait a bit to see him. Wait a bit? That's crazy work. What are you talking about? Oh, we do have a slight description for the trailer. More intense infected action, plus a church sequence similar to the first film. So that could all be shown in the next trailer that I cover. Because sometimes they release the CinemaCon trailers, but sometimes they don't. It depends. It's a weird gamble. But yeah, really looking forward to this. That trailer still haunts me, man. Haunts me. This might be the biggest news we got last night. I was running around my living room buzzing. I was texting everybody oh my god, this is the greatest day of my life. Well, the prologue to the greatest day of my life. The greatest day of my life will actually be June 4th, 2027, because that is when we will finally get Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse. Honestly, a part of me was expecting Spider-Verse news, but I was expecting, we have a script done. Maybe they're adding on more castmates, I didn't expect something, massive. You know what they gave these people? Okay, so we got images. And this movie already looks stunning. I hope those animators are not being worked to death, man. Please take your time. If we have to wait, then I will gladly wait as long as everybody's being treated nicely behind the scenes. But what is being shown so far, this looks gorgeous. I wish all comic book films in general, looked as good as this. Holy. And these people got footage. They got footage! That's not fair, come on. The first footage from Beyond the Spider-Verse reveals Miles and Gwen reuniting, plus Miles fighting the Prowler, which again was him from another dimension where he didn't get this, where the spider was like gone and it went to our Miles and there's no Spider-Man in that world, before going on an adventure with him. I'm so sorry. The animation style has some innovative new techniques too, so they are upping the ante. They're upping the ante. Bro, and I tell you, just of all time, this might be my most anticipated film of all time. Till we get there. I'm gonna be 22 when this movie comes out, man. I'm gonna be 22. I'll be just a couple weeks away from turning 23. I was like 14 or 15 watching the first film, and I was almost 20. No, I was almost 19. Yeah, watching the second one. Time is a scary concept. Oh my gosh. Just thinking about it just makes me want to cry a little bit. Because, like, time, whew. But when I tell you, the internet exploded. It's like almost nothing else mattered except for a couple things I'm going to get to. Maybe one big thing after, but holy moly. This was it. This was it. Trilogy of the life. Not even trilogy of all, trilogy of life. This is going to be the greatest trilogy of all time. Mark my words. This was planted today on April the 1st. This is not an April Fool's joke. Technically, we can say I planted this seed yesterday on March 31st. This will be the greatest trilogy of all time. Next few I'm kind of going to skim through because we don't have a lot of like updates, so I'm just going to go off the dome as much as I can here. So, Caught Stealing is a film starring Austin Butler and Matt Smith, and the description for the first trailer reveals Austin Butler looking after an insane mohawk, this is from Discussing Film, an insane mohawk wearing Matt Smith's apartment under a number of crime families coming looking for Matt Smith. What in the world is going on here? What they got my boy Matt Smith doing? Why does Elvis have to protect the guy from Morbius? What is happening? Next, Resident Evil fans rise. I don't know a lot about Resident Evil besides the fact that Leon Kennedy is actually super hot, but I don't know a lot about Resident Evil. I am mainly here for this film's director, Zach Cregger. If you have not watched Barbarian, do yourself a favor. Look up nothing about this film. The only thing I will tell you about Barbarian is that my husband, Bill Skarsgård's in it. Oh, he's not your husband. He just doesn't know it yet, guys. But go watch Barbarian. Go watch Barbarian. But yeah, it says, his Resident Evil film will focus on one central protagonist going on a point A to point B journey, slowly falling more into hellish territory, and it comes out next September. I heard the Resident Evil films are not all that. So I am praying for you guys. I hope you guys can get a good film adaptation soon. Next is a big, bold, beautiful journey starring Margot Robbie and Colin Farrell as strangers journeying together through a red door that takes them through their memories. This just, I don't know, sometimes the way things are worded, this could be a tearjerker. I don't know why. It just sounds like one, but red door kind of sounds like something, another little update I will get to. Sounds like something out of Insidious. Is this an Insidious movie in disguise? What's going on here? What door? Next, we have a film called Goat. It is a Sony animated movie produced by the basketball player, Steph Curry. It is in theaters next February. and it apparently has like similar animation to Spider-Verse. I'm in. I'm in. You know what? Cool. You know what? We might as well. Look, Sony, again, they made Spider-Verse. Come on, they made Spider-Verse. But sometimes you gotta look back at their track record and like they have some bangers. They got some good childhood bangers. And sometimes you gotta remember they made the Emoji Movie. And you're just like, ah. But I think anytime you say something has like Spider-Verse animation, or you put Spider-Verse like as like from the creators of Spider-Verse, like stuff like that, you're gonna get butts in seats. There are gonna be a lot of people going to watch this film about goats, I guess, playing basketball, it seems. Alright. And personally, I'm not the biggest anime person. Like, I'm casual-ish. I love Sailor Moon. I love Studio Ghibli. I love anime films. But the one anime I'm really into is Chainsaw Man. And the Chainsaw Man movie comes to us on October the 29th. And we got this sick poster. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait for season 2. Oh, this is gonna be so cool. Someone commented, is that Venom? No, it's not, guys. That is not Venom. That's my boy Denji. Yeah, I'm sad. I Know What You Did Last Summer is getting another movie. I think it's a reboot. It might be a sequel. I'm not too sure, but we got the poster a couple days ago. And I think they revealed some stuff about the movie. I'm not too sure. They must have shown them footage. I think they finished filming. It's set for July of this year, July the 18th. The first footage from I Know What You Did Last Summer reveals Freddie, I hope I'm saying your name right, Freddie Prinze Jr.'s character running in a town hall meeting about another summer serial killer murders. Sounds like an I Know What You Did Last Summer movie. I thought to myself the other day, you know how like sometimes they'll take like popular songs and they'll like, I like to say, trailerify them, make them creepy. Jordan Peele did it for Us, you know what I'm saying? Take the song of the same name by Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello, and you know what? Horrify it. That would be funny. That would be fun. You can't tell me that wouldn't be a little fun. You wouldn't laugh a little bit. Insidious 6 is being made. I'm personally happy. I honestly really love the Insidious franchise. I really do. I mean, not really so much Insidious The Last Key, but I'm one of the few defenders of Insidious 5, the Red Door. The door came back. So I'm very excited for this. I'm guessing we're not going to focus on our usual main characters and that we're probably going to spawn off and like focus on other people, which is fine. That's fine by me. We'll see where that red door takes us. We're all connected by doors, it seems. Next, Godzilla -1 director. He is working on his first English language film called Grand Gear over at Sony, and J.J. Abrams is producing. I don't think we have anything else on this film besides that information, but I loved Godzilla -1. I was a bit late to the hype, but I was blown away when I watched it, that I watched the black and white version right after, and it's the same movie, it's just in black and white, but I was like, oh, this is beautiful, you know? So, yeah, I'm excited to see what this guy does next. I trust him. I want him to direct other kaiju movies, you know? He made Godzilla scary again. No shade to the MonsterVerse, I still like the MonsterVerse. But we need this guy all day, every day. Jumanji 3. Yeah, we're getting Jake Kasdan, hope I'm saying your name right, back to direct this one. And it's in theaters December 11th, 2026. Which is crazy because I think I heard that Jack Black said that he's probably not going to come back for this one. It's like, but you were the funny. You were the funny. You made the movie funny. You were the funny. I mean, Kevin Hart is funny in those movies, but you were like the main funny. Now the funny, you're not gonna be the funny. What I remember from this previous one, which I think came out like 2019 or something, like the board game came to the real world. Like I think that's what I remember, unless I hallucinated that. Correct me if I'm wrong. So I guess we're picking up from there. That could be fun. We'll see what happens with that. Next, Karate Kid Legends. Now, I've never really been a Karate Kid person. I never watched Karate Kid. Is Cobra Kai? I'm guessing it's connected to that. I'm gonna sound dumb. Like, oh my god, didn't know that? No, I didn't. I've never watched any. But I'm happy for the people that are excited about this. It comes out May the 30th. We actually got a new trailer this morning. Yeah, no. Cool. Someone said Jaden Smith after credit is gonna hit like crack. That would be funny if they did like a Avengers type thing and they just had everybody else in the previous things pull up and be like, we're putting together a team. The Karate Kids. You in or not? Who knows? You'll get the Karate Kids cinematic universe. Don't get me wrong, all that stuff sounds either super cool or pretty intriguing. But we were all so riled up from Spider-Verse. We were like, oh my god, we didn't think we'd get anything. But they're like, huh, Spider-Man, y'all like Spider-Man? You want more? They announced the title for MCU Spider-Man 4, and it is called Spider-Man Brand New Day, and it is in theaters July 31st, 2026. Bro, I'm hyped too. I'm hyped for this too. I honestly really like the MCU Spider-Man trilogy. I find it to be very fun. I am one of those people that have not turned on Spider-Man No Way Home because I am not boring. I'm kidding, you're allowed to have an opinion, but I'm also allowed to have an opinion. I will never turn on No Way Home. So, I'm very excited for this, but also, when will this film take place? Because the Doomsday cast, they were all, you know, announced with the power of chairs. What's gonna happen here? Are we doing before? Is it happening during? And then at the end they'll be like, yo, Peter. Oh wait, they don't know he's Peter. They forgot about Peter Parker. Oops. Yo, Spider-Man. We need to pull up. We got an issue. Oh yeah, by the way, the guy we're fighting looks like Tony Stark, and he's gonna have like flashbacks and be like, what? Boom, that's the post-credits scene. I just mean the most MCU post-credits scene. But yeah, they also casted Sadie Sink, who you may know from Stranger Things. People thought, oh, she's gonna be Jean Grey. Oh, she's gonna be MJ, and I'm like, guys, what are we doing? What are we doing? Calm yourself. None of that is true. I forgot the name of the character, but if I can pull it up, I can. We don't know if it's true, so maybe even I won't. But yeah, I'm excited. I am. Like, you're always gonna get me with Spider-Man. I say as I haven't watched the new Spider-Man show on Disney Plus. But yeah, you're always gonna get me with Spider-Man. We got double Spider-Man news. This is one of the few times I will ever say this in my life. Also, on behalf of like 28 years later and a couple other things that I'm excited on for here. Thank you, Sony. This also needed its own side tangent because I am very intrigued about this films, my bad, more than one, and its release format. Okay, look, when it comes to music, of course I have like my diehard faves, and I'm kind of like, I either am casual on everybody else, or I just don't like your music. Or sometimes even the person. Well, for me with the Beatles, it is casual, you know? I think the one thing I remember about the Beatles, I think some conspiracy with one of their songs, if you play it backwards, is trying to tell us something. I wonder if that'll ever get addressed in these. Because they are making 4 Beatles movies. 4. One about each Beatle. One about each Beatle. Played by Harris Dickinson as John Lennon, Paul Mescal as Paul McCartney, Barry Keoghan as Ringo Starr, and Joseph Quinn as George Harrison. You know what? And I was like, you know, okay, they all can act. I've seen them all act. They're all very capable. You know what? This could be cool. And then I saw the release format. And I was like, this is crazy. All 4 Beatles biopics will release in April 2028. First of all, that is far. The first bingeable theatrical experience. That is insane. Because it makes me think, how is that going to work, right? Would it matter what order they release each Beatle? Does it matter what order they release each Beatle? Will they release each movie like how in the order that they came together to join the band? Age order? Position in the band order? So what, will they release the John Lennon one first? Then the Paul McCartney one? Then the Ringo one? Then the George one? Like bi-weekly? Cause like months have 4 weeks. Everyone's like, oh my god, Myella, wow, no way. You just groundbreaking discovery, girl. Congratulations. I'm looking at my calendar. Alright. So we will have, we'll have 4. We'll have Friday, April the 7th, Friday, April the 14th, Friday, April the 21st, and Friday, April the 28th. And that sums up April 2028. So will it come out every Friday, or will they be released in the week? Because they're saying binge. Binge is like, I binged Netflix's The Gentleman the other day. Fire show. That show is fire. Maybe I'll do a reaction video when they drop a trailer for season 2. But like, what in the So what? So what are we doing? So does it all drop in the same week? Or does it drop bi-weekly? So are we just gonna get one movie about each Beatle? And we're not gonna get like a full Beatles biopic? I wanna say like Bohemian Rhapsody, but Bohemian Rhapsody is not that good. But I'm trying to think of just like another example. I can't say Better Man. That was a one-person movie. Well, one chimp movie. Good movie, by the way. I haven't seen Rocket Man yet. I didn't like Elvis that much. I'm trying to think of an example. Will there be a final film where all the Beatles, where it's about the Beatles being together and making up the band? Or are we just gonna get these? It's confusing me to the highest degree. To the highest of degrees. I don't understand how this is going to work. And I'm like a casual fan of the Beatles. Again, the one thing I remember from the Beatles is that conspiracy theory. If you play one of their songs backwards, it is trying to tell us something. That might not even be true. It might not even be true. But I think I have to go. I think I have to experience this. This is like a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Like Barbenheimer. Except we have bingeable movies. Bingeable movies is crazy. I gotta do this, man. I will catch up on my Beatles lore, and I'll be sat in 2028. Crazy work, Sony. And that wraps it up for my 2025 CinemaCon Sony coverage. I will catch you in the next one. Let's go fast.